Welcome everybody to Cheap Pops. What are you doing?
Aren't you excited for the new Masters of the Universe?
I am, but...
Skeletor!
Skeletor never looked that bad, just saying. Welcome to Cheap Pops. I'm Dave.
I'm Nick.
And it's been a couple weeks, and we went and saw a movie. There's a lot of wrestling to talk about. We met a celebrity that we're really happy. We're going to be happy to talk about. I got news and notes to start out. First off,
and all I had to say, he was not covered in bees.
That's true. He was not. And we went and met Henry Winkler on May 9th, and have you seen any of the videos on Facebook of him doing the commencement speech that same day?
Yes.
It's really cool. Zombie Hideout in Massachusetts had him there from 10 to 1. He showed up early. He walked up and down the line and said thank you, not to everybody, but I mean to like the general group. And he signed the stuff that Zombie Hideout had, and then he got right to work. VIPs first.
Yep.
We weren't in line very long.
No.
I always forget to do this. I got my Waterboy VHS signed, and I will post a picture of him meeting him and me. He signed my Waterboy SC LSU shirt. I didn't ask him to, but he did it, so I'm not complaining about that. And
what did he write on the VHS, though?
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Gatorade.
No H2O.
And what did he sign for you?
He signed a Funko Pop for Alex.
Yep, your girlfriend, and the nicest man on the planet. He was so nice. It was a cool day. I got a couple things because we were at Zombie Hideout's a collectible shop. This is one Razor Ramon that I do not have, and he's already doing his signature pose, so it's going to be great to take him out of the box like that. And then this Terry Funk Classic Superstars. I was surprised to see... The price was on there. $29.99. Sometimes the classic superstars are a lot more than that, so this is really cool too. I don't think I got anything else there that day. But it was incredibly nice.
I think you only got 2 things.
And yeah, because I was going to spend too much money if I didn't. Did you buy anything?
Yeah, 2 things, but I only brought the 1 thing.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. We can show it later if you have it.
I do.
He was very, very nice, and thank you to Zombie Hideout, truly, for... It was 3 years in the making.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have his ticket for 3 years. I did. Actually, 3.5 years, I think, because he had to keep filming things, and his filming schedule kept changing, so they had to keep, changing the date, and somebody I know said, well, why don't you just get a refund? I said, because if they're going to keep changing the date, I can always request that day off. Like, why... If it's going to happen...
It's going to happen.
If they cancel it, yeah, I'll ask for a refund. But if I get the chance, I'm going to meet the guy. And I kind of knew him as the Fonz. That was a little bit before me. I mean, I was born in 81, so I'm sure I saw reruns as a kid. But I knew him more from the Adam Sandler movies, like Little Nicky and Waterboy. And he was in another one, too, wasn't he?
Yes, and I completely forgot that he had a little part in the Scream.
Right, yeah, so it was really cool, and, I mean, I think it would have been cool if he didn't have the hard out time and he could have stayed later, but, I mean, we got through, I think everybody got through the line. I mean, he was moving,
Oh, yeah.
But he was talking to everybody and everything, and it was so good. So thank you to Zombie Hideout. If you have a chance to go to any signing or event at Zombie Hideout, one of the most professionally run places we've ever gone. It was the Jump the Shark was the VIP line. You got like a bunch of autographs and the picture with him. And that went really quickly. Like it only took him half an hour?
Yeah, not even.
And then that was one line, and then the other everything was pre-order because they weren't selling day of because they had the hard out time. So and then everybody else was in the other line, and it went we got there basically right after the doors opened to get your packages because we didn't want to be last in line, and there were a lot of people that were really far back in line, and I wasn't going to do that. It was a long day, but still it was fun. I mean...
A lot of fun.
I mean, I got you home by 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't bad. So thank you to Zombie Hideout, Henry Winkler. If you get a chance to meet Henry Winkler, I think he's going to be at Rhode Island Comic-Con. Take the chance. Super nice dude.
Absolutely
super nice.
Take the chance.
But if you haven't noticed, we went and saw Mortal Kombat II This popcorn bucket came with the Shao Kahn helmet, badass. But when we went, because I had bought that when I went to see another movie, but when we went, the package that I bought this time, because I don't know, I'm stupid, the Mortal Kombat popcorn bucket, this thing is heavy duty. He got Katana, I got Johnny Cage.
Because it all came in the same pack, you go, I don't care, I'm taking Johnny Cage.
Yeah, because I bought it, so yeah, I got Johnny Cage. But it has the Mortal Kombat logo, it's got Katana's blades, or fans, and then Shao Kahn, and then Cage's belt buckle with his sunglasses. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Not going to give... Well, I'm not going to say I'm not going to give spoil... Go see it, for one thing. But Baraka is amazing in this movie. For me, he's the highlight of the movie. The dude that played Shao Kahn, amazing. I saw the prosthetics that he had to wear under that helmet. They were pretty much covered his entire face to make it look good, and I can't imagine being as big as that dude was. I mean, he had the heavy, like, hammer that he had to swing around and stuff. Like, I can't imagine. You got to be a hefty dude to be able to do that.
Who was it playing Johnny Cage again?
Carl Urban.
And he did a fantastic job.
He even put some Lord of the Rings references in it because he was Éomer in Lord of the Rings as well.
Johnny fucking Cage.
Yeah, it was so good. Like the interaction. I've seen interviews where they say they should do a buddy cop thing with like him and Baraka, like as a spin-off. Do that as a short film to build up the next movie. Like, it's not like you can't film that stuff. Even if you did it on an iPhone and you just had them do it as like a video blog thing to build up the next movie, because we're not going to give away what happened, but there's going to be another one. Like, they didn't do any end credit scenes, so if you go see it, there's no end credit scenes, but it was a badass movie. I'm glad you went with me.
Yes.
You saw the other one too, right? The one from 2021?
Yes. I didn't like that one as much as I loved this one.
No, it was kind of this one. This one
it was kind of eh.
This is like $5 in the Walmart bins now. But but they kept mostly the same characters and they built on it and they did an awesome job. I still like this one, but it's not
as much as I love the second one.
Now I watched this on was it on Paramount? Or it was Paramount or Amazon. Mortal Kombat Legacy. This was when they did the Mortal Kombat Legacy video game. They did this as a setup for it, and I think they were actually going to do a real TV series, but they're like short films, vignettes. Like most of them are like 10 minutes long. Does the backstory of the characters.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, they actually are reselling, and it's a collection of Mortal Kombat right at Walmart. I saw it on the PS5. I don't know what other console it has it on, but it's the full collection.
That's awesome. But this Mortal Kombat Legacy, Episode 1 is Jax, Sonya, and Kato Part 1, and then Jax and Sonya and Kato Part 2, and then they do Johnny Cage, Kitana and Melina Part 1, Kitana and Melina Part 2, Raiden, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and then Cyrax and Sector. It's really cool. I mean, if you can find this on streaming, it is streaming right now.
Nice.
Check this out. It's really, really good.
I was telling Alex about it. Her favorite is Jada, and I said she is in it because that was the character she used all the time.
Jade, yeah. Yep. I never really played Mortal Kombat a lot when I was a kid. I would play it, and it's fun to mash buttons and try to do combos with your friends. I was more of the side-scrolling games like Double Dragon and Streets of Rage, something like that. But like, I got this at a garage sale a couple days ago, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and then I never knew this game existed. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
I knew this one existed. It's such a hard one to get your hands on.
Well, it's yours now because I told you can have it. But it's got the Joker on the back and Superman and the Flash against Liu Kang, so that's pretty badass. You get to have that.
Yeah.
But I hope people go see it because it needs to make a lot of money because it's really, really good.
Oh, definitely.
And they played a preview for the new Masters of the Universe. I'm still not sold on Jared Leto being the voice of Skeletor, but the movie still looks badass. And like the Street Fighter's coming out later this year. There's so much good.
Yes.
But the Moana preview. The Rock looks absolutely ridiculous as Maui. I know he did the voice, and he did a great job as the voice. But the live action, it just does not look right at all. At all.
You got to send me a picture of what he looks like. I kind of want to see it.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. Have you seen... you don't watch a lot of AEW, but... Have you seen the Owen Hart Cup tournament brackets?
No.
Okay. Well, so what this is it's a tournament to decide who's going to be number one contender for the women's title and number one contender for the men's title to go at All Out in London at Wembley Stadium. The women's side is Persephone versus Hazuki. Willow Nightingale versus Alex Windsor. I think that's going to be a really good match.
Nice.
Mina Shirakawa versus Athena. If you don't know who Athena is... Ember Moon, when she was in WWE, she is killing it in Ring of Honor right now. She's had the women's title, for almost over 3 years.
Nice.
Non-stop. Yeah, she's calling herself the Forever Champion. She just eclipsed Bruno Sammartino's second run as WWF Champion. So,
how long did Fabulous Moolah hold it for?
Oh, yeah, but I think she lost it, and she'd lose it every once in a while. So I don't think it was a continuous, thing for her. But and then Sky Blue versus Suri on the men's side. Will Ospreay versus Samoa Joe. That's going to be
Samoa Joey.
Yeah. Mark Davis versus Jack Perry. That's a rematch of them, the national title. Mark Davis beat Jack Perry for the national title. Swerve Strickland versus Bandito. That could be a really good match. And then Claudio Castagnoli versus Brody King. Ooh. That's going to be a hard-hitting... think of Claudio doing the uppercuts to Brody, and Brody just kind of hulking up and, just taking the uppercuts, but I think that's going to be really cool. It's starting at Double or Nothing, and then it's going to lead to All In London. Have you... I don't know. Have you ever watched any of the NWA since Billy Corgan has owned it?
No, because I don't know where to find it.
It's on Comet, which... I'll give you the list. One of them, our local broadcast channels has it. But their first episode on Comet got 275,000 viewers.
Nice.
Now, that's with local TV. I mean, because it is. It's a national, Comet's a national, but it's like local, broadcast TV stations. It's not like NBC or Fox or, or USA or anything like that. And they have a national presence. They do pay-per-views, but it's not like AEW or WWE. So they're not going to get 1 million. They're not going to get 700,000, at least not yet anyways, until people learn more about the people that are in their company. But I enjoy watching it when I can. And, I mean, that's a quarter, that's $275,000 to 275,000 people. That's over 500,000 people. That's nothing to sneeze at, in my opinion. That's awesome.
It's something.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Donald Gibb from Bloodsport and Revenge of the Nerds. He was Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds. It's a shame. That's the thing is a lot of these guys are getting older, and I've seen a lot of videos of him from Comic-Cons lately, and he seemed like a really cool dude. So rest in peace, Donald Gibb.
Just yesterday, it was, Kane, I can't remember. The one that voices Yoda, Master Yoda, passed away.
Oh, I don't know.
From the Clone Wars.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know.
He also played Professor Utonium.
Okay.
From the Powerpuff Girls.
All right. I have no idea.
I know him more from the Clone Wars.
Right. And Marty Jannetty has been having health issues. He had his foot amputated below the knee, and it sucks. I mean, but he's had problems for a long time, and ended up being the bone was infected. And at that point, if you don't, it's going to shut down every bone in your body. It's going to spread. They've got to take it off at that point. But I mean, Buff Bagwell has it amputated, and he's doing wrestling shows wearing a prosthetic. So doesn't mean Marty can't. You know what I mean? So thoughts to Marty Jannetty. I mean. When I met him, this was way back, I think it was 2009, it was him, Austin Aries, Maria Kanellis, and Mike Bennett. This was right when Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis were getting together. Or maybe a little bit before that. But I had a poster that I wanted Austin Aries to sign. It was a TNA poster. And I had it in a poster tube. And in the picture, I don't know where it is. I've got it on a hard drive somewhere. Marty Jannetty's hitting me on the top of the head with my poster tube in the picture with him. So, that's kind of funny. So, get well, Marty Jannetty. That's all the news I got. Did you watch any of Backlash?
Fucking ESPN has been shit lately with trying to get to work.
Yeah, I just got the bundle. I added the extra so I could get ESPN on the bundle.
Well, I did watch the recap on like Facebook and stuff.
Well, I mean, you can pretty much get everything out of a recap. But the first match was Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, non-stop action. Why even do a 10 count if nobody gets counted out? Nobody. When's the last time? It's been years since anybody's been counted out. Even if they've gone done a spear through the wall and nobody gets back up. They just stop the match. They don't count anybody out. It's like in disqualifications. They really don't do that anymore either. What's the point? I don't get it. But it took three.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it took 3 spears total for Braun to get the win. Makes sense. I mean, like you said, strap a rocket to Braun Breaker. They're gonna. I mean, but I think they want to go slow because I think they don't want to push him down people's throats, even though the crowd is into him.
Yeah.
I think they don't want to go too fast.
Just don't do Braun Strowman.
Yeah, don't wait. Well, look at LA Knight.
Yes.
The crowd still loves him, but they're never going to do anything with him, and it's sad. The U.S. title.
And look at what they did with Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Now he's
a heel again. U.S. title: Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Trick is incredibly over. They love singing "Whoop That Trick," and I mean the guy's talented. He's good on the mic, and I like Little Yachty being with him. He puts Travis Scott to shame. Like he's so good. He's so good with Trick. I really like it. Good match.
Travis Burke could give 2 shits.
Travis Scott, yeah. Trick retained. And then,
what did I say, Travis Burke?
Yeah.
What the fuck was Travis Burke again?
I don't know. Then the comedy match where, I gotta say, Jim Cornette went nuts with this one. And I'm sorry, if you can't have fun watching wrestling, I don't understand.
Point?
Yeah, I get it. It's goofy, and he's a purist, and a lot of people are. But if you can't find any comedy, I get it. It was ridiculous. I mean, he brought out a midget little person, Danhausen, and it was El Torito, the guy who used to be El Torito. And he did a bunch of lucha spots and all that stuff. It was great. At least it's not Jelly Roll.
Right? Exactly.
I would rather, and then he put the Minihausen in the cloning device again, and a bunch of other ones came out and attacked Kit Wilson. It was pure comedy. I mean, Jim Cornette was in the WWF when they were doing Bushwhacker and Men on a Mission Doinks against, the Bam Bam Bigelow's team. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Lawler was doing comedy. Lawler in 93, 94, other than when he was wrestling Bret Hart, was nothing but comedy. And Jim Cornette loves Jerry the King Lawler. So if you can't watch a 5-match show and not be happy about some kind of comedy match, do I think there should have been more matches? Absolutely. But I just don't. Danhausen won, I guess the team won, but
I guess now he's teasing a bigger.
Yeah, from what I've read, they're bringing back Baron Corbin to be the big guy that he's talking about. Which, whatever. I mean,
if it's Braun Strowman,
oh, dude, that'd be crazy. But I mean, you could have kept Eric Rowan and put him in that spot. You know what I mean, or somebody. But whatever. Or have it be Omos,
oh my God, yes!
A freakishly large dude that Danhausen gets to play off of. I think that would be tremendous. But this match I really, really enjoyed. Io Sky versus Asuka. Io, what did she do for a block for the Mist? I can't remember what she did.
The notes.
Oh yeah, she took the notes from the announcer's table and held them up in front of her face to block the Mist from Asuka. Awesome. Io won with a moonsault. They both hugged after the match. Very emotional for him. Asuka's already back in Japan. So that, she's semi-retired is what the reports are. She's 44. So, how much... And really, she's done everything in that company. Kind of like Charlotte Flair. What is there left for Charlotte Flair really to do? And I really don't want to see her do anything anyways, but that's just me. Now,
I could give two shits about Charlotte. Now, Asuka.
Oh, Asuka's tremendous, and Io Sky is is great. And then John Cena comes out. The guy, how was he retired? He's been at every show since he retired, but whatever. And he announces the John Cena Classic. It's going to be WWE against NXT, like they did on his retirement Saturday night's main event. And then he said that the fans are going to vote, and that even if you lose your match, you can become the champion based on the fans' vote.
Oh my fucking god!
And Lance Storm, I'm stealing this from Lance. Well, I'm just reporting it. Lance Storm said, if I'm a guy and I'm making $500,000 a year, and I get told to make a guy that's making $75,000 in NXT look good, so they can get a push when they get brought up to the main roster, why the fuck would I do that? What? I'm gonna lower my stock in the company by losing. I mean, yeah, they might appreciate it, but like these guys in NXT are making they're making. I mean, $75,000 would be amazing, but Sol Ruka losing to Bayley, she was brought up to the main roster a couple months later. But I mean, in a tournament where the fans are going to decide, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm sure it'll be entertaining, and I'm sure they'll use it to get John Cena on TV. And I bet you they'll probably do a couple of the matches in Saudi Arabia or something, or on Saturday night's main event. It's interesting. I'm sure they're fleshing out the details of it because he kind of just rambled and said a bunch of stuff. It wasn't very clear, but and then the World Heavyweight title. This was the match of the night, in my opinion. Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns. What do you think about him using the tongue and death grip?
I fucking love it.
I think it makes him look so much more savage.
It definitely.
Like Umaga and Solo using the spike looks devastating, but that tongue and death grip where guys have that panic look on their face because they can't escape it's awesome. It makes him look like such a badass. And on Monday on Raw, the Usos were kicking him in the face when he had the tongue and death grip on Roman and he wouldn't let go. Like, it's just, they are building him up to be such a monster, and I hope they don't blow it.
I hope they put the title on him.
Yeah. The way they ended the match was Jacob ended up going into the turnbuckle and then Roman hit a spear. I think that was a crappy way to end the match. I think it would have been better if the Usos got involved and it was kind of they fucked him out of it, but...
I think that it should have... or it could have ended on a disqualification.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think Roman needed to get the pin at that point.
No,
you know what I mean?
If anything, they should have had Roman be like, "What can I do? What can I do?" And just like hit him with his chair.
Or Or you could have had him put the tongue and death grip on Roman, and Roman be in the ropes, and the referee count to 5, and and then the Usos could come down and try to break it up and all that stuff. Have Pierce come out and say let him go. But I think that would have been a lot better.
Definitely.
I agree. So, I'll wait for you. I love the sign. I think we've gotten more use out of that sign than anything
That's what we have.
So what did you pick this time?
Drive Angry.
Mm-hmm.
Drive Angry.
With Nicolas Cage, and if you hadn't have told me it was Amber Heard, I wouldn't have known. Great movie. I mean, it's a few years old, so like 10 years old now or whatever. So if you haven't seen it, but I mean, there's a cult, like a Satanist cult, and Nicolas Cage is like come back from hell and stuff. It's really, really good. I mean, I wasn't expecting the nudity, to be honest, when I first started watching it. I've never seen it. He'd seen it before. It's really good. I mean, I think that era of Nicolas Cage, like from like the mid 2000s into the late like 2018, 2019, when he was doing the straight to video.
Yeah. Like
he had some really good straight to video movies.
There is, I gotta find it again, but it's on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Great freaking movie, and it almost has the Five Nights at Freddy feel.
Okay.
Very good freaking movie. He plays the janitor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Does not speak through the whole movie. Fantastic movie. Freaking funny as hell.
Nice. Yeah.
And I think you would like that one too.
Yeah, I have to check that out. So good pick by you. Did you think of anything for this time, or were you picking the ICP movies?
Yes, ICP movies, baby.
So, why don't you grab that while we're talking about it?
Can I get a drum roll for ICP?
Big Money Rustlers. That is the sequel to Big Money Hustlers. If you don't like ICP, they're still funny as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on Amazon Prime right now, and yeah, so that's a good pick. I don't like Big Money Rustlers as much. They waited way too long to do it, in my opinion, but they're funny. And
I fucking love it.
Yeah, they're so good. I mean, ICP, you can say what you want, but they're funny guys. They love their fans, and their show, JCW, is really, really good. They really care about their product. And they've been wrestling fans from the beginning, so... And I mean, how many other bands have their own movies? Have their own record company, have their own movies? I mean, Kiss did, like, Kiss Meets the Phantom, but, like, there's not a lot of other bands that are doing their own movies, and it's really cool. So those are good picks. I really like that. I watched the other day, Supercard of Honor from Ring of Honor. The opening match was Sammy Guevara versus Action Andretti. I completely forgot Action Andretti was still in under Tony Khan's leadership. I wrote, the hard cam is way too far away from the ring. This looks like... Did you ever see like house shows from like Boston Garden?
Yes.
Where the hard camera is way back and you can see all of the entranceway and stuff?
Yep.
That's the way this one was. They did cut back and forth between the ring cameras and that, but it was off-putting. Like, it just was weird. High-flying match, Sammy Guevara won. Caprice Coleman and Ian Riccaboni are so good on commentary, and Caprice is a really good analyst. He's one of the few wrestlers that have transitioned into commentary that take it seriously and are really good analysts. So, and then they did a squash match on one of the special events, Roosh versus LSG. Roosh won. Lacey Lane and Janai Kai, I'm going to have trouble with that name if people like her wrestle, versus wow, I'm having trouble already. Mina Shirakawa and Queen Aminata. Mina Shirakawa and Queen Aminata won. This match I really enjoyed. The Rascals versus the Premier Athletes. All four amazing athletes. High spots. I mean, the Rascals, if you know anything about the Rascals, it's going to be high spots. And Tony Nese is one of the best athletes. I mean, the dude is like 275, and he can do a Fosbury flop like AJ Styles from in the ring to out on the floor.
Nice.
That's crazy, the amount of athleticism it takes to be able to do that. The Rascals got the one. And then in a Pure Rules match, Nigel McGuinness versus Josh Woods. The Pure Rules matches, you get one warning for a punch in the face. The second one is a disqualification. You get 3 rope breaks. Once you exhaust all your rope breaks, your opponent can use the ropes against you to pin you. He can put his foot on the ropes to pin you, or in like a submission, they can use the ropes for leverage, and you cannot use the ropes anymore to get out of a submission. So that's really cool. Both men exhausted all their rope breaks, and Nigel McGuinness got the win. And Ring of Honor Women's TV title, Red Velvet versus Viva Van. I've never seen Viva Van before. She's Vietnamese. I think they said she's the first Vietnamese wrestler to ever wrestle for like Ring of Honor or AEW.
Nice. Very
good match. Red Velvet retained. I really like Red Velvet, and I'm glad she's got a title now. If you haven't watched Ring of Honor lately, give it a chance. Honor Club is only $9.99 a month, and the classic content. I just watched the 50th anniversary where Christopher Daniels won the Ring of Honor title from Adam Cole.
Sweet.
If you want to see old school Samoa Joe, old school Daniel Bryan when he was Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Jay Lethal, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, the War Raiders, the building blocks of the guys that wrestle today. Watch Ring of Honor because it's really, really good. The men's TV title, AR Fox versus Leo Rush. I think the Blackheart character of Leo Rush is interesting and different. He keeps wearing different colored eye contacts, and he has like black stuff coming out of his mouth and all that stuff. It's really weird, but AR Fox retained after Action Andretti turned on Leo Rush because they were a tag team. Let's see what else. Of course, this was my favorite match of the night. The women's pure title, Deonna Purrazzo versus Diamante. I thought it was a great build-up with Diamante starting to use the armbar, just like because that's Deonna's finisher. So
wait, that's half of Dean Malenko's holds.
Yeah.
Armbar.
Yeah. And then a great strategy by Diamante to focus on Deanna's leg because she came in thinking she was going to focus on the arm because she'd been using the arm bar. Awesome. Really good pure match. Deanna retained with her Venus de Milo, which is where she traps both arms in an arm bar behind their back. It's a really cool move. So that made me happy. And then in the third pure match of the night, now for me, that's way too many pure matches in one show, but whatever. For the men's pure title, Ace Austin versus Lee Moriarty. Both men got all their rope breaks and used all their rope breaks in this one. Moriarty used the ropes in a roll-up to get the win. And I think 3 pure rules matches on the one show is too much. So, and Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, the Kingdom, are back, which makes me, that's awesome.
We met one half of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I've met pretty much every single member that's been in the Kingdom except Adam Cole. So,
Adam Cole, baby.
6-man open challenge for the 6-man titles. Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Outrunners and Dalton Castle. Match went way too long. Too many tag cutoffs. The Outrunners tried to get the hot tag for way too long. But new 6-man tag team champions, the Outrunners and Dalton Castle, so that was cool. The AEW National Championship, Mark Davis, and I had to phonetically spell this out because it's spelled weird. It's from Mexico. Shelwa. It's written Xehula. So I had to actually go on Google and be like, okay, how do you actually say that? 'Cause I know I would have messed up that name. I really like seeing the Luchadors from CMLL. It was a good match, and Mark Davis retained. And then, this wasn't the main event, but it was really good. The Ring of Honor World Title versus Blake Christian versus Bandito. I never have, and I will never see Blake Christian as a viable contender for a major title. To me, he looks like if Taka Michinoku was white. He's got the same build. He's built like Zach Gowen. He's just... And he calls himself the Vanilla Baby. He is exactly what Kevin Nash was talking about when he said vanilla midgets. He's athletic, don't get me wrong. He can do awesome stuff, but it just... I'm sorry.
Speaking of
Michinoku?
Yes. He's behind the hard cam right now in a match with Christian.
Yep, we have Judgment Day 1998 playing right now.
By the way, what episode are we on?
Well, they'll see that in the intro.
I know, but why
well, here I can do it. I can do it right now. Episode 69.
I love 69.
I mean, it's better when it's 68. You do me and I'll owe you one. But
oh, sorry. There might be children watching now. Fuck.
Well, then maybe they won't understand what it means. I put this referee takes too long to get down for pinfalls. Like when Bandito did one pinfall, it took the ref a good 3 seconds even to get down on his knees to make the 3 count.
Oh my god.
Bandito was standing on the announce table with Blake Christian. He deadlifted him into a vertical suplex on the table. It was crazy.
Nice.
Bandito retained, and then Swerve Strickland came out and did his house call kick to Bandito on the back of the head. So a prelude to the Owen Hart tournament, which is pretty cool. And then Survival of the Fittest for the women's title, the first time ever in Ring of Honor, women's Survival of the Fittest. Athena, the women's champion, versus Yuka Sakazaki versus Maya World, Trish Adora, Zeta Steel, and Billy Starks. A cluster of a match. There was just stuff going on everywhere. Athena took a bunch of chairs and opened them up and then stacked them on top of each other outside the ring post. Trish Adora did a choke slam off the ring apron onto those chairs on Athena, and it looked gnarly. Nice. But Athena retained, so she's still the forever champion. So there's a lot to watch. There's a lot of wrestling to watch. It's just, bless you. It's crazy the amount of wrestling that there is to watch. And, bless you. And I try to keep up. There's the previews that we're going to do here.
Oh, God.
4 events within a couple weeks it
is really hard to keep up with.
It is. So,
show me what you got.
You want to start? Oh, me? All right. I went to a garage sale, and I was really surprised by what I found. I found some good wrestling stuff. Shawn Michaels. I really like this Shawn Michaels, one of the classic superstars.
I have the one just like that, but without the ring gear.
Right. This was $20, so
That's
I'm
not
really
bad.
happy about that. And then for my Incredible Hulk collection, Incredible Hulk keychain with like his shirt ripped and everything. So, I mean, this was $4, so I'm not complaining about that. And then I had to get this loose figure. Didn't come with the hat, but Flash Funk in the blue and silver. There's not a lot of paint loss on this. I'm really happy I found that. And then this, you saw this at Zombie Hideout, and I didn't pull the trigger. But the Iron Sheik is Colonel Mustafa from 1991. Love this. I'm old school. And Rick Rude from SummerSlam.
Ravishing Rick.
It's got the robe, and he's got the Intercontinental title painted on his tights. I had to get this. And then this, I completely forgot that they made one of these. My nickname in high school, Diesel, the classic Jack Pacific WWF Superstars. Series 3 with Ahmed Johnson, Bret the Hitman Hart, Psycho Sid, British Bulldog Mankind, and Shawn Michaels. And they bone-crunching action.
Now, the hardest one to find is Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. And this is a special re-release, and I'm not mad at it, but so I'm really happy I found that. So that was the garage sale. And then I found Coco Beware, the Birdman. I bought 2 of these because I want one for the display of people that I've met, and then I want one for an 80s display, so I grabbed 2. And then I don't have a lot of women's figures, and this one's really cool, Stephanie Vicaire. They had 2 of these, and a lot of the times with the Elite, I check the paint on these.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the paint it's weird. Like, on her face, there was like black, where it shouldn't be. And I'm like, I'm just going to check the other one and see. And this one was much better, so I grabbed that one.
Yeah, I do the same freaking thing.
And then, of course, the LJN King Kong Bundy from Target. I've met Bundy. This is really cool. This thing is heavy. I love these, and I'm not going to buy all of them because there's just so many of them. And then, of course, more to my Hulk collection. This is a Funko.com exclusive, like neon colors and stuff.
Nice.
I have an entire wall of nothing but Hulk, so this is going to go well with it. And then this is so random, but I had to. Cowboy from Deadpool and Wolverine. They could make every single Deadpool that they had in that movie. They could make figures for them. But I thought the Cowboy Pool one was pretty cool, so I'm really glad I grabbed that. And that's all I got. So, what did you bring?
Can I get a bang bang?
Show me what you got.
Cactus Jack.
See, I don't like those because every single one of them is jacked.
Right.
Their bodies are exactly the same no matter which figure it is. I really don't like those. But it looks cool.
Right.
I really don't. I stopped buying those because I really don't like them.
That's
cool. That's a cool Batman. What is that? What is that from?
This is...
the Black Adam comic. That's cool. I like that. That's a great Batman. Are you going to open that one or are you going to leave it in the box?
I actually have 2 in the box.
We do that.
And I do have one out of the box.
Yep.
Then this is what you got me a long time ago.
Oh yeah, Samoa Joe, the NXT one. Yeah, that's
Samoa Joey.
and this had the build one of the wacky inflatable tube man things for Bailey in it. So
he got him from the Emporium.
Yeah.
Then Brody Lee.
Brody Lee. Yeah, that's one of the best at AEW. And from what I've been reading, Jazzwares is no longer going to be doing the AEW figures.
Aww.
I really hope either Jakks Pacific or Hasbro picks up the line. I would love to see Hasbro pick it up.
Yes.
One of the last ones I've seen that they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing a 2-pack of Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana. If they do that, I am definitely buying that one before they stop doing AEW figures. Oh yeah, that Darby Allin's really cool with the skateboard and the TNT title. Yep.
Then the thing I got from Zombie Hideout.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, hairy chest Austin Powers. That was. I saw that too, and I was like, "That's badass." So
I had to freaking guess that.
That's really, really cool. I like that a lot. I'm glad you snagged that. and if you want a collectible like wrestling or comic book based, or cartoons like Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops, you can get it at Zombie Hideout. It's a really good store, so I would definitely say check it out. Yeah, both of us spend too much money. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. Here, I'll let you do it this time. So for Dave's face this time, I don't care if people think this is weird. I don't care. This movie, I loved it as a kid.
Yes. Follow
That Bird, Sesame Street movie. Big Bird goes off. She goes off. It just a social worker sends Big Bird off to Ocean View, Illinois, for comforts of family life instead of staying in Sesame Street. Chevy Chase is in it. Sandra Bernhard, John Candy, Waylon Jennings. Really good soundtrack for this movie too. But if you want to see the old school Muppet characters and the old school Sesame Street characters, this is a really, really good, funny movie, and it's all centered on Big Bird, and all the other Sesame Street characters have their own specialized vehicles that they get in to go find Big Bird. It's so good.
Don't forget to go right at the fork in the road.
No, that's the Muppet movie.
Oh, was it?
Yes, that's the Muppet movie. But this is really good. It's not streaming anywhere, but you can get the DVD like on eBay and stuff.
Nice.
It's really good. And if you can go on YouTube and check out the soundtrack, it's actually really, really good. I would highly recommend it.
Oh wait, no, that's the one where Gonzo goes flying, isn't it?
No, that's the Muppet movie too.
God damn it!
This is the one where the count he's counting the telephone calls as he's driving and stuff. Yeah, and Big Bird gets painted blue.
Yep.
So it's a really good movie. I highly recommend it. Do you have anything? You got anything you want to talk about? Anything? What game have you been playing?
Right now, I've been playing Ghost of Yotei.
So is that like a samurai kind of game?
Yes.
Okay.
But she's not a samurai.
Okay.
She, her family was killed.
Okay.
And she was, pinned to the tree with her own sword as a child.
Okay.
And they set the tree on fire. She escaped and everything.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna give for it.
Didn't they do isn't this like a series of games? Didn't they?
Yes, Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, yeah, I thought I remembered you telling me that. That's cool. I do need to get the console out and start playing some games again, but I haven't. And I mean, I have so much to watch. I can't really play games, but
Then I started playing a little bit of the new Batman game.
Yeah.
After I finish Yotei, that's my next game to start getting into.
The Lego Batman game, which is really, really cool. And you were saying that they have the 1980s Batman and the Christian Bale Batman. Yes. That's really cool.
And they have the 1939 Batman.
Well, that's cool. That's badass. Do they actually have the Lego Batman from the Lego Batman movie?
Yes.
That's badass. That's really cool. So yeah,
and so many freaking different references in this.
That's cool. That's really awesome. So there's a lot of wrestling coming up on May 23rd, which is this weekend. Saturday night's main event. The Intercontinental title, Penta versus Ethan Page. I think that'll be really good. I think they're rushing this, though. The tag titles, the Vision versus the Street Profits, they've only been beefing with each other for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I noticed that lately, that they've been rushing too much feuds.
This match I do not care about whatsoever. 6-woman tag, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss versus Jade, B-Fab, and Michin. I don't care at all.
No.
The Intercontinental title, I think this will be a really good match. Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca. And if this makes me sound like a creep, I'm sorry. But Sol Ruca deciding to go the Lita route and having the exposed thong is just tremendous. That's a conscious choice because she wasn't doing it when she first started in NXT. She made a conscious choice to do that. So if that makes me sound bad, I'm sorry, but...
You bad man.
Yeah, I am. I'm horrible. The women's tag titles, Paige and Brie Bella versus the Irresistible Forces, and Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi.
Brock Lesnar's back.
He attacked Obafemi when Obafemi was doing his pose in his spotlight. And I think I sent you the video. I know I sent it to Dave. It reminded me of when Razor Ramon was going to wrestle Sid, and Razor was doing his pose with his pyro behind him, and Sid came through the pyro from behind and attacked Razor. It gave me that vibe instantly, and it was really good. And what did Brock Lesnar do?
He ripped his pants again.
Again, which is funny as hell.
Because I ripped my pants.
I mean, Austin had tighter jeans than that, and he hardly ever did it, but Brock Lesnar seems to rip his pants every time he does stuff like that. But
he's doing the SpongeBob route.
Right.
Oh, look who our least favorite person on the fucking screen.
Oh, Val Venus. Yeah, Val Venus is a piece of shit. You know what? I think I'm wrong. I don't think the Obafemi Brock Lesnar match is on this. I think it's actually coming up. I had so many notes to do today.
They might be building it up.
I think it's at Clash in Italy, not next week. But
yes, Clash for Clash.
Yep. But the next day, AEW Double or Nothing on the 24th. The International title, Okada versus Takeshita. That might be the match that steals the show. If Okada is motivated to have a really good match, they need to pull the trigger on Takeshita at this point. He needs a big win, and he needs to carry that belt, and he needs to carry it for a long time. This match is interesting to me. Cope and Christian against FTR for the tag titles. It's an I Quit match. If Cope and Christian lose, they are never a tag team again, which is interesting. And then this match is just going to be a complete cluster. Stadium Stampede, Chris Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, and the Elite, Kenny Omega, Jungle Jack Perry, Matt and Nick Jackson, versus The Demand, Ricochet, and the Gates of Agony, Mark Davis, Andrade El Idolo, and the Dogs. Clark Connors and David Finlay. Did I send you the video of what Andrade is doing now?
No.
His thing is when somebody asks him when somebody makes a statement, he goes, "How you know?" And he kind of uses it like Austin's what? Not to that full extent, but it's like MJF is saying, well, Darby Allin did this and that. He goes, "How you know?" And I want to get the shirt because it just says "How you know," and it has Andrade's logo underneath it. I really want to get that shirt. It's really entertaining. I've never been huge into Andrade, but now that he's got some personality, I'm actually kind of liking it. So just "How you know," and that's
really the thing. When he was in WWE, they didn't want to do anything with him.
Yeah. This match, I think, is going to be really good as well. The women's title, Tekla is defending the title against Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, and Chris Statlander. And then they're doing the Owen Hart Cup quarterfinals, Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay, Bandito versus Swerve Strickland, and then they're doing Willow versus Alex Windsor. I think they're not doing the other women's match because Persephone is not medically cleared right now, so I think they're saving that one, which is understandable. And then the match they've been building up, and I love the idea, title versus hair, Darby Allin versus MJF. If MJF has to get his head shaved, he is gonna go on one of the best heel runs ever if he has to shave his head. It's going to be tremendous. If he does the whole putting a wig and the headgear like Kurt Angle.
Oh my God, yes.
It would just be tremendous. But I think that's going to be a great match as well. Because Darby Allin's going to do anything he can to make sure MJF has to shave his head. And AEW always delivers on their pay-per-views. This event I'm really looking forward to as well. AAA Noches de los Grandes on May 30th. La Catalina, Lola Vice, and Bailey versus La Texicas.
Is this the AAA?
Yes. Flammer, La Hiedra, and Maravilla. I like, Lucha Libre Trios matches, so I think that'll be good. And I like La Lola Vice. She's really good.
Speaking of AAA, I just sent you one of the ones that's going to be part of the DLC pack will be La Parca.
Yep, that's really cool.
Not our favorite La Parca.
No, it's the new one.
Yeah.
But it's still cool that he's in the game. The tag titles, Pagano and Psycho Clown versus the War Raiders. If the War Raiders do not win the titles, I see them being released pretty soon. I think if they don't win the titles, this is their last hurrah in the WWE system, and they're going to be gone. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but they haven't done anything with them. They're pushing the Street Profits now and other teams.
Yeah.
I just don't see them doing anything with the War Raiders anymore. the Latin American Championship, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Vikingo. And then the main event, I think this is going to be a barn burner. Mask versus Mask, El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano, Ludwig Kaiser, is incredibly over in Mexico right now. Incredibly over. So if he doesn't unmask the original, it's going to be crazy in Mexico. But I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, he's making them money. He's selling tickets in Mexico. I don't see them taking his mask off. But, who knows?
It's been a long time coming for this feud.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good show. And then this is, I'll watch it. Clash in Italy on the 31st. The women's title, Tiffany Stratton versus Julia. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. Tribal Combat for the World Heavyweight title, Roman Reigns versus Fatu. I wish it wasn't for the title. I think it should have just been Tribal Combat to get, to further this. I don't think Jacob Fatu if he's going to win and win the world title, that's cool. But if he's going to lose and he loses twice in a row, I think it's going to take a lot of steam off him, and I don't think they want to do that. The Undisputed title, Cody versus Gunther. I'm kind of over Cody. I'd rather see LA Knight in that spot. Cody's he's not that guy anymore. I'm sorry. And Gunther, I like him as a heel, but he's not gonna beat Cody at a special event in Italy. Nah, I don't see it. And then Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. This has to be longer than the match they had at WrestleMania.
Yes.
It's got to be. Because Obafemi's ready, Brock Lesnar is ready. They know it's got to be longer than a couple minutes. It has to be. Unless Lesnar just squashes him, which I don't want to see him do. I think he needs to get the win, and I think they need to do a rubber match at SummerSlam. But don't do Goldberg versus Lesnar where Goldberg just trounced him, in a few seconds.
Oh my God!
But I'm sure it'll be a good show. But I'm more excited for AAA than I am this.
Yes.
But we are going to a little person indie show in July, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We will definitely review that. I mean, that's far off. And I've got a bunch of people from my work that are going to meet us there, and my friend Jenna is going to go with us, so you're riding in the back seat, pal. But you always sit in the front seat, so I don't think it'll hurt you. And so that'll be fun. I mean, it's an entire show of nothing but little people. And I'm sure the ring is right off the ground. It's just going to be, it's going to be at a saloon, and you bring your own chair, so it's going to be outside. So it'll be interesting, you know what I mean? It's just going to be fun. If we do any more signings or we go to any more indie shows or anything, comes up, we will definitely talk about those. I will post those Henry Winkler pictures. I'm definitely going to post that. And when we went to XWA, we reviewed that on episode 68, I believe, or 67. I used Fujifilm disposable cameras at that event, and he took a picture of me with Henry Winkler with that camera, and I took a picture of him with Henry Winkler with that camera. I did not realize it takes 2 weeks for them to get developed if you take them to Walmart, because they send them away. They don't even do them in the store anymore. Damn. So I will scan those and post them as well. I just think it's fun to. I mean, I like using my iPhone
nostalgically.
Yeah, I think it's fun to actually wait and see what actually comes out of them. I'm sure the Henry Winkler ones will be fine, but just to see how the ones at the show come out, I think will be fun. And that might be something we do at conventions and stuff. We might actually take pictures with those as well. So we are not going to be doing, I don't think we should do a table at the Wrestling Classic this year. It's not going to be a full-blown convention it's going to be in the store. There's going to be vendors and only 8 to 10 guests. We've done it down there a lot of times. Yeah. I think we've shucked that down to the cob, you know what I mean? I think we just go and see who's going to be there and go as fans and check out the vendors and stuff. I mean, we can hand out our cards and stuff, but I don't see the value in spending the money to do it there again. Another indie show maybe, but no offense to Zombie Hideout and Captain's Corner, it just we've done it every time, and I just not ever. Well, there was one where we didn't. We went, but we've done it 3 or 4 times, and I just don't. I don't see that we should this time, but we will definitely talk about who we met and stuff. I put an earworm, and the guys that are running it, I want Haku to be there. I met him during the pandemic, and the picture that I have, I think you're in it.
Yes.
And my former friend is in it, and I've cropped him out of the picture. But I want one with just me and Haku, and because he is one of the heels that I always enjoyed in the WWF. Like, guys like him and Dino Bravo. Dino Bravo, I think, was one of the best heels, mid-card heels that they ever had. I think he was tremendous, and they never really... He had, like, a good run with the Warrior for a little bit, but I think they could have used him a lot more. But I'd love to meet Haku again. So
and I know him more for the Faces of Fear.
Oh, yeah, when he was Meng in WCW, tremendous. And, like, as the hardcore champion, you know, when he's wrestling, like, Screaming Norman Smiley and Terry Funk and Ralphus and...
Oh, my God. Let's not forget that he ate a fucking garbage can.
Yeah, it was...
when he won the hardcore title.
And the surprise return at the 2001 Royal Rumble, you know, he had just won the hardcore title at WCW's pay-per-view, and then, like, a couple days later... He's in the Royal Rumble, which is tremendous, and he had like a tag team with Rikishi for a little while that year. I hope I definitely hope Haku's there, and we will talk more about the Wrestling Classic as it gets closer. They haven't announced anybody yet, so thank you for checking out the show. Follow our social media at Cheap Hop Show, mostly on Facebook, but I do post some things on Twitter, but it's all ads and ridiculousness on Twitter now. I mainly do it just so we have an extra presence somewhere else. But cheaphopshow.com, that's mostly a gateway for our social media, but we also post pictures from events that we go to on that as well. And cheaphops.redbubble.com for
merchandising.
T-shirts, stickers with all our cool logos. I don't have any of them up here right now because we did a different background for the show. Well,
yeah, we did wrestling ring.
Yeah, so thank you very much for checking out the show. Like, comment, subscribe, and take us out.
Pop Guys out.